Lofton's going to rope this one to deep left field. You can forget about this one. Oh, it's a wild one now. We are all tied at 3 on a 2-run home run by Nick Lofton. Absolutely ripped to left field, and you can't call this game yet. Brewer fakes the handoff to Levitt, gonna take it himself, reverses field, he's gonna leap into the end zone. That's a Baylor touchdown, and Charlie Brewer is fired up. The Bears take the lead.
Time for 2 plays here with 12 seconds. You got to think they're going towards the end zone. Tough to set up a field goal. McCollum rolling to his left. Under 8 seconds. He uncorks one, man wide open. Wow. How does Dean Hanna keep getting that open? 2 touchdowns in 22 seconds for the Cougars. 36-yard strike. Easy as you like for China Spring.
Gale working quickly. The 2-2. Up the middle, base hit. Dunn will score easily. Shenton being waved home. He's going to score. And the Gatemen lead in the 9th.
Keep things civil. This one is going to be rocketed at Lyle Lockhart. He's going to make the catch, and he's just toying with Chris Wright for the double play that will end the game.
There. This one's absolutely roped by Will Robertson out to deep right field, and this one is going to be off the wall. Collins will play it on that hop. He's got to play at second base, and he threw him out. Isaac Collins from the warning track throws out Robertson at second base.
All right, so it's not a loss of down. 2nd and 15. McCollum rolling to his left, throwing, got a man wide open. Martin on the sideline. He's got it at the 50, cuts it back, makes one man miss, and he is inside the 35-yard line of Cornerstone Christian. Cash McCollum made it look real easy right there, connecting with his favorite target of the night.
The 42 and 10 to go. Roberts to throw it. He launches, intercepted by Bull on the far side. Bull breaks the tackles at the 32, brought down there. Cougars force a turnover from Gibbs outdoor. 32-yard line offense coming out.
Perfect execution here. Zane Borland disguises the blitz and then drops into coverage. They play off on Porter at the line of scrimmage with a safety. And so Roberts is thinking, this is too easy. Look at Porter, he's 5 yards in front of me, he's wide open. But Borland drops back into coverage and reads the quarterback's eyes. He was locked on him the whole time. He is in the shotgun with the back on either side. He hands off to Barton from the left side, and he powers over a linebacker, and he might be gone. 30, 20, 15. Kyle Barton, say goodbye. 56-yard touchdown run. He ran over a man, and no one else could catch him. That is all the good stuff of Kyle Barton on one play.
2-2. That one drops right in the bucket on the outside corner for a called strike 3. His payoff once again. In there for a called strike 3. You can't give him a lifeline. 2-2. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. You never know. Could be these guys' last starts of the year, as this one is a swing and a miss from Brady Smith. Third. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He drops the hammer that time on the breaking ball and strikes out the side in order. This one's going to be fisted to left center, falling fast. Skylar Hunter, what a catch! How many times is he going to do that? Shading towards left field with a slide on the backhand. Skylar Hunter, just another day at the office. 2-0. Shenton is going to send this one out to deep right center field. This one's still going back all the way to the wall. Looking up, it's gone! Austin Shenton with his 5th homer of the year, his 3rd in the past week for Wareham. And he puts them on the board first here in game 1, 1-0 Gatemen. 2-2 is going to be skied out to left center field. This one's trouble. This one's going to get down for the first hit, and it's going to bring a couple runs home. Millis in standing, Kreidler in standing, down to second base. Jacob Goldfarb, welcome to Wareham. So for 2 today, sacrifice a man his last time up, going to shoot this into right field, base hit. Coming around to score is Goldfarb. They're waving in Isaac Collins. It's dropped out there by Robertson, so he'll score easily. A 2-out, 2-run single by Oliver Dunn opens things up for the Gatemen. It's 3-0 Wareham in the 7th.
Well, this state championship game being played in Panther Stadium in Hewitt tonight is not like the normal ones you'd see on TV. This is six-man football, which means a smaller field, smaller teams, and oh yeah, that adage of you play until you hear the whistle, that only counts for one team tonight.
This doesn't sound like a state championship football game, but for one underdog team, this is how all their games sound.
And this rivalry, it goes so far beyond football. It splits a stadium, it splits communities, and sometimes, yes, it even splits families. And when your dad is a Permian legend and you share the same name, you star for their biggest rivals? This Bearcat basketball team, and indeed the entire community, is embracing the message emblazoned on these red wristbands, saying to live and play the Rider way.
With Baylor having such a passionate sports fan base, the hockey team is hoping those fans will give them a shot. Welcome back. The program formerly known as Midland League considers itself a national brand in high school football. With expectations as big as the state itself, these Rebels are looking to leave a lasting legacy. Obviously, the Big 12 Conference and the Baylor Bears are pushing forward with the 2020 football season as scheduled. Well, kind of. With limited capacity at McLean Stadium, though, comes limited revenue to the city of Waco as a whole.
There is really no manual for kids this age to deal with such sudden loss. I mean, really, there isn't any manual for anyone of any age. And in this tight-knit community, these remarkable high school students are helping a town heal by honoring their friend and their teammate by living and playing the way he would.
Whenever times are kind of tough and we're doubting ourselves, we know we're doing it for him.
Ryder Gass was a quick-witted and fun-loving player on the Garden City Bearcats basketball team and was always eager to keep his teammates and friends smiling.
He would do almost anything just to give you a smile, and even if it involved embarrassing himself sometimes.
John Lopez was one of Ryder's closest friends, and he remembers what Gass would say when he'd leave.
Once you left him, he'd always finish with "I love you," so you always had to tell him back. So before I left, I was like, "Bye, Ryder, love you." And then, that was the last memory I had with him.
Just moments after leaving that basketball practice in early January, the 16-year-old Gass veered off the road in his Toyota Tundra and was pronounced dead on the scene.
My mom came in and kind of explained it to us, and it took us just a minute to comprehend it, and then it really hit.
We loved Ryder immensely, and some things you just can't explain, and it's hard for kids to grasp situations like this.
For Gass's funeral, the community filled the basketball arena that had become like a second home for Ryder and his friends. The overwhelming grief even led Lopez to consider giving up basketball altogether.
I had a talk with Miss Gass, Ryder's mom, and she kind of lifted me up, and she was like, "Hey, we got to move on. We got to keep playing and do our own thing and just do it for Ryder and play the way he used to do and always do it for him." So that's just something that always sticks with me now.
Instead, the team played on, dedicating their season to him, wearing shooting shirts with his name and number on the back, keeping his initials on their uniforms, and keeping a spot for him on the bench.
You just look at his jersey and then just kind of pumps you up, gives you a boost, just knowing you're doing it for him, and kind of lifts you up a little bit more.
And while Ryder isn't physically at the games anymore, his spirit still is, and his parents haven't missed a home game.
Because that's what he would want it.
He wouldn't want us to stop, and then the more for these boys, they're his teammates. We just want to be there for them because they're going through it just like we are.
Through tragedy, this tiny community has banded together, mainly by supporting their Bearcats even more.
This Bearcat basketball team, and indeed the entire community, is embracing the message emblazoned on these red wristbands, saying to live and play the Rider way.
Be outgoing, just have fun in life. Don't get down. Don't be hard on yourself. That's kind of what it means to live and play the Rider way.
The players have begun to realize what started out as a team and as a community has turned into a family.
They're a big part of our family now. I mean, they're just like our kids.
As the Cats push towards the playoffs, they realize they might not have the full roster, but they do have full hearts.
He's still truly there with us. Like, we know that he's going to be watching us and go on this journey with us.
They have him there, and they're caring, and they're fighting for him too now.
And the Bearcats are closing in on a playoff spot for the first time in 3 years, and they say it's all thanks to living and playing the Rider way.